Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Monday, Magical Monday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards for this reading today. I'm going to bring in the beautiful The Warrior of Love Tarot. I'm going to bring in the Angelic Revelations Divine Feminine Masculine Oracle. And I'm going to bring in the Twin Flame Journey Perspective deck. So we're going to use these 3 decks to connect with you, your person and your journey to see what's going on. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. Now, before I even shuffle, I feel there's breakthroughs coming in. We've been having some storms and some crazy weather and big winds and lots of rain and things shifting. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world and what the weather's like where you are, there are shifts taking place. Archangel Nathaniel and Lord Ganesh are blasting things out of the way, creating breakthroughs, especially between now and April, and as we move towards the wood snake energy in 2025, in January, when the dragon becomes the wood snake. And there's so many things changing with karmic endings and release. And you may see physical representations of these breakthroughs in things you see. So, for example, if you see penguins, that's a symbol of breakthroughs. If you see things breaking down or you see people doing roadworks or building on houses, it's a huge sign of change. Here in my own personal life, 2 panels flew off the fence during the storm that we had. Huge sign of breakthroughs. One completely come off and went into next door's garden. Another one partially broke off and it was resting against the tree. So it's a huge sign of things being broken down and walls being removed. And remember, if you follow your bliss, the universe will create doors where there are walls. He will bring in those breakthroughs because you've been praying for change and you've been wanting change and knowing that change is coming for a very long time. So let's see how this impacts the journey today. So what's the energy around you? And again, you could see 555 because of this. You could see dragonflies, butterflies, great symbols of change. So I feel this is a message today about breakthroughs and rapid change. So what's the energy around you? And also to let go of fear around change. They give me fear because whatever's holding your person back right now is fear-based. We're either operating in love or fear. And fear brings in all kinds of crazy anxiety and stressful scenarios in our mind that aren't real. Fear is illusion. It's false experiences and false evidence appearing real. So we have to look beyond that and breathe and be more focused and centered in the present moment to feel at peace. And then we're able to handle and address these changes. So thank you, angels. What's the energy around you today? What's the energy that's coming in around them today? And the energy that's coming in around the journey itself. What's the energy, please, coming in around the journey? Thank you. What's the message that's coming in around you today? The message that you need to know for your journey today. The message around them today. What's going on with them today? And the energy around the journey itself. Wow, okay. And then with the tarot, this is a really beautiful tarot deck as well. What's the message for you today? What's the message coming through for you? What's the message coming through for them today? Clear message. Thank you, angels. 2 cards. And the energy and the message for the journey. There we go. Okay. So let's start with your energy today then. So the first card we've got coming through is words. So you may be waiting for their words right now. You may be waiting for them to open up to you and actually physically communicate to you and tell you how they feel. And what I'm picking up here straight away is they're afraid that they may say the wrong thing or they may not find the right words. They're searching for those words right now. So you may be connecting with their energy because you may be feeling this frustration. I feel they are very frustrated at themselves, head in the hands, frustrated because they haven't yet said the words or they haven't said the words they want to communicate to you. So even if you are communicating, they may not have said to you yet that they are in love with you or that they want a life with you or even that they're sorry about the things that they've done to you because they're finding it hard to get that out. So I feel that the words have power. They have power when they speak these words. They know they need to do that. They're aware of that. They're just afraid of saying the wrong thing or something being misconstrued. And what I'm really connecting with is they're waiting to see you in person so that they can actually look you into the eyes when they speak these words, instead of letting a message do it. Because sometimes a message doesn't come out right, or it doesn't come over right. So I feel they are frustrated with themselves because they need to find the right words. And just one word from them would bring peace into your heart. Maybe you're thinking about that. If you're not in communication, you will be really wanting communication, because you can feel it's on the way. You can sense it. If you are already in communication, you may be frustrated with the type of communication that you're getting, because you know they want to open up to you, you know they want to say more to you, but they may be guarded, or they may be holding themselves back. Or maybe you start a conversation, it's going well, and then they don't reply to you, and you think, what are you thinking? Or maybe they start opening up and then they pull back. So I feel their words are creating power right now, and you're allowing those words to have more power over you, or those words that aren't spoken yet to have more power over you than you can. Because you, at the end of the day, nothing has power over you unless you allow it to be so. So I feel this also a huge sign that your words have power. And remember that you can take back your power and not be affected by what they are or not saying, because they will speak the words at the right time. And it says 1 word to bring peace, and 3 words from the heart are more valuable than 1,000,000 empty words. And that may be on your mind. You're thinking, I'd rather you don't say anything than just speak empty words. 3 words, which is I love you. 1 word, which could be hello. Opening the door of communication. So I definitely feel you're waiting for communication, and you may be feeling frustrated, but what you're also connecting with is their frustration, because they are struggling to find the right words, because ultimately they want to ride off into the sunset with you. That's what they want to do. So have confidence these words are coming. I feel that's the message for you today. Have confidence that your person is going to open up to you and tell you how they feel. And when they speak those words, it's going to make everything right. That's all you really want to hear, that they do love you, they do care, that they do want to be in contact with you. And then you'll be like, here I am. Let's ride off into the sunset together. So I'm not saying it will be that easy, but you know that they have to make it right. And you're perhaps analysing their words. If they've been messaging you, perhaps you're reading those words over and over again. I definitely feel they've been reading and rereading your words and trying to understand you better. And this can be words that you've actually sent, or even words they are reading that you may be sharing on social media, because I feel they're watching your social media very closely right now. But this card is about having confidence in who you are, remembering your power, not letting their words knock you down or affect you, or the fact that they may not have communicated yet. Don't let that hurt you, because those words are coming in. And they are in absolute turmoil right now because they want to communicate and they're just trying to find the right words. And some of them are waiting for the right moment. And I feel that moment's going to be, for some of them, in person. So I know obviously there are things in the way. For example, karmic partners, Christmas time, responsibilities, obligations, or other things like distance. Perhaps you live in different countries or different parts of the world or different locations. But it's not going to stop them from making a plan to come and speak their words in person to you. That's what they intend to do, and that's what they want to do. And I feel you're sensing all this frustration today. So if you're feeling frustrated or angry, write down what you're feeling. Write down what you're experiencing, because it will help you to channel your words. Don't do it on a device, because it's so easy then to press send and send it to them. And you don't want to be doing that, because you don't want to cause any more pressure. They're already feeling pressured enough right now by their own self. So journal down what you're thinking, journal down what you're feeling, and just have confidence in this journey. We've got divine feminine. So most of you watching this reading will be operating in the divine feminine energy. Whether you are a guy or a gal, you'll be in the power of the feminine. So just like the rarest, most fragrant tree or tea ever grown, and the same tree, like you're like a rare tree with those deep roots, but this is about tea. Nobody knows how strong indeed the tea can be until it's brewed. Or nobody knows how strong a tree can be until they try and pull it down. So I'm getting tree and tea for this. And you're the rarest of the rare. So your person is well aware to how special you are and how unique you are, and that there's nobody like you. You're like the rarest, most fragrant tree. They're giving me tea ever grown, but they're giving me the word tree. And the reason why is because trees have got roots that run deep. Trees have got deep roots, and those roots go under the soil and into the ground, and they are strong. So your person is also very aware how strong you are and how unique you are. And you know how strong you are because you've been through it on this journey. Says nobody knows how strong indeed the tea can be until it's brewed. So when you get squeezed, and I feel that's what you're doing as well, when you get squeezed on this journey, what's coming out of you? Wayne Dyer says it tells you everything about what you're going through inside, what happens when you're squeezed. Because when you get squeezed, if you squeeze a lemon, for example, lemon juice comes out. If you squeeze a lemon, lemon juice comes out. Orange doesn't come out because it's a lemon. If you're feeling love and you're feeling empowered by the Holy Spirit or by your angels or by your guides, and you're feeling filled with compassion and empathy, when you get squeezed, you're going to respond with love. You're going to process before you speak, or before you get stressed out, you're going to respond. So what's going to come out of you is love, because that's inside of you. If you're feeling negative or bitter and you get squeezed, you're going to react, you're going to say nasty things, you're going to be cruel, you're going to be defensive. So it really does show you what energy you're in when you get squeezed. And as they say, if you get squeezed, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Make life sweeter. So this is showing you, this journey has shown you how strong you are. And that usually happens during separation, or when there's no communication, or no, when there's this conflict with the higher self and the ego, because you want there to be words and there aren't. But they are really stressed out and worried and concerned about communication, because they want to communicate. They're just afraid of saying or doing the wrong thing. And again, we've got Divine Feminine card here. It says, just like the most perfect, beautiful, rarest tea rose, it becomes more beautiful and fragrant as it slowly blooms. So this is about the slow process of the journey. No other roses can even compare close, because it's simply divine. So you are simply divine. So you're being reminded that there's nobody like you. Nobody could ever replace you in their heart. There's nobody that can ever make them feel the way that you do. And the rose is also a symbol of an apology. So I feel they are also finding the words to apologise to you. And you may well have to apologise to them too for things. Because it goes both ways. It's not just about the things they did, it's about the things you've done too. But the big message here is be patient and kind and loving when you get squeezed, because those words are going to come out. And they want to communicate to you, hello, and I love you. And they want to tell you that as well. So the energy around them today is a lesson. They're gaining courage. Their lesson right now is to gain courage, not only to move towards you and open up, but to step into the light, to make a commitment to you and move things forward with you. So we've got the Star and the Hierophant, which is really powerful because there's hope for commitment with you. And they know that. They know that you're their one. So their lesson right now is to gain the courage to say the words to you and to express themselves to you. It says, just like a non-swimmer must dive deep into the ocean floor to find the sunken ship treasures. So you have to do things that take courage to get the treasure. And they see you as the treasure. They see you as the divine, rarest, most beautiful thing. And they are going to have to step into, their darkness, and they're going to have to step out of those shallow waters and dive into the deep waters. They're going to have to step out of their comfort zone, which takes courage to do that, because it's a risk to be with you. It's a risk to open up to you in case you reject them or don't want them or you don't love them the same way, even though you do and you know you do. They don't know that. So they are willing to take a risk, and that's a lesson. Because this is a big risk. It's not just like a little risk they're taking. A non-swimmer diving deep into the ocean could kill them. They may drown along the way. So they are taking a huge risk to be able to reach out and say these words to you, to be able to offer you a commitment, to find the light. In the darkness, search for the light. And you're the light. In the darkness and any dark times they go through, whatever it is in their life that's causing them pain and misery and struggle and heartache and disappointment and they're feeling that void, they see your light, they feel your light. So the message here for you, Divine Feminine, is to shine your light. And they're also showing me this a bit like the Statue of Liberty. So I feel there's definitely an American connection there that someone needs to know about. This could be coming to you, by New York or, Brooklyn or around that area I've got coming through as well. Staten Island, I've got those places coming into my mind there. I'm also seeing somebody maybe wearing a cap, okay, or a hat, or hiding parts of themselves away with that mask, because in the darkness they're searching for the light, and there's the light. You're the star. They're seeking your star, your light. You're the lighthouse. But this is showing you there's so much hope here for commitment with you, and they know that they don't want to lose you, so they're willing to take a risk, and it's a really deep risk for them, which takes a lot of courage to gain the treasure, which is you. So they see you as treasure, the treasure chest, the light at the end of the tunnel. So the Wheel of Fortune is bringing in power. This is for the journey. So you're giving me fear. So if you go into fear and then you see 1010, that's the angels reminding you of your power, to take back your power and to not let their words they're saying, or the lack of words, things they're not saying, affect you. Take back your power. So the wheel is turning things around in your favour, even if it doesn't seem that way right now. So focus on all the blessings in your life right now. Focus on all the good things, because your journey is unfolding for you. And we've got gratitude. So be grateful for everything. Be grateful for this journey. Be grateful for the love in your heart and the way you feel. Thank you so much. It says, to the ancestors, the universe, God, the divine, thank you. Thank you for your inspiration. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your help, your strength, your support, and thank you for your courage. I love you and I'm forever grateful. Thank you so much. So they're being given courage, remember, so be grateful for that. Be grateful that you are worthy of that. Be grateful for all the inspiration, all the guidance, all the help, strength and support that you receive along the way. So I feel this is a huge message to be grateful, and that will also turn things around in your favour. They need to free themselves from what's holding them back, conditioning and programming to free their mind so they can express themselves to you and open up to you. They need to free themselves of karmic situations and karmic binds and things they've been doing for a long time, to step out of their comfort zone. And you need to free yourself from the matrix. People saying to you, oh, it's never going to happen, or there's plenty more fish in the sea. You need to free yourself of being bothered what other people think and resist temptation. And this can also be causing them problems because they're very tempted by you, they want you, they desire you, but they are also holding themselves back from you. And I talked about this the other day with temptation. With the wanting, the desire, maybe putting boundaries down. It says, resist temptation that can cause harm to yourself and others. Set yourself free from addictions. So they may be just waiting to come forward until they are free. Free from their karmic binds, free from their addictions, free from other things. So they are trying to resist you, or they're trying to be on guard around you until they can be with you properly. But they're trying to resist, and what you resist persists. So they can't stop thinking about you. So with this card, what I'm feeling is that they are absolutely 100% in love with you, and they are desiring you and wanting you, and it's getting too much to bear. And they can't deal with it. So that's another reason why they may run, or they may block you, or ghost you, or disappear, or go quiet. But they truly do intend to contact you and reach out with words. So if they are pushing you away, it's because your light is very bright and they are so tempted by it. And you may also be dealing with your own desires right now, because you're also going through this huge sacral chakra activation. So you may be feeling your own frustration, and it may be too hard to bear. Maybe the thought of them is all that you can think about. So if it's taking you over, you need to take back your power. And that's why you see 1010. So use spiritual practices to bring you back into the now, like meditation, breath work, affirmations, gratitude, going out for a walk, doing things that you enjoy, putting your phone in a different room, coming away from social media, because it will help you to recenter and refocus your energy back to yourself. but they are wanting to free themselves to be able to speak these words. And they are struggling because they really want to communicate, and they're finding it so hard to resist the temptation. They're finding it so hard to be away from you. So remember, Divine Feminine, you are strong. You will ride into the sunset together. This is also a promise of union with the stag and a symbol of you building that life together and moving forward into this new year together. So I'm definitely feeling between now and June, there's lots of twin flames coming back into contact, reunion, talking about the future, even possible unions, because there's so much hope ahead. But they are learning the lesson of courage. And while they are learning that lesson, you have to have faith and shine your light. So today there's a big message here to continue to shine your light. Because even if they are resisting you or pushing you away, then they can still feel your divine light and it's pulling them to you. They are just gathering the courage to move forward. So you need to step out of the way and allow them to step forward. But they are definitely searching for and seeking the right words. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.